Hello, everyone. This is Fred with Spotlight Dance Arts Online, and welcome to another edition of Fred Talk. Today, I get the distinct privilege of talking to somebody that's very special to me and happens to be my neighbor. Her name is Candice Narlock. Candice, it's good to talk with you.
Good to talk to you, Fred.
It's just so fun. I mean, these formats of Zoom are kind of interesting, but hey, we do what we can do, right?
Yeah, it's actually
you know.
Zoom
Well,
has been a blessing in disguise, right? Like I've been able
exactly.
to
We actually have a medium to be able to talk to each other,
yeah,
especially in these lockdowns. Another lockdown. Can you believe that? I'm just
yeah,
like,
I
can you
absolutely
please stop? Mommy. It's like, anyway. So fellow dancer, how have you been?
I've I've been okay. I mean, what can we say, right? We're kind of all stuck. Not all of us are so lucky to have a studio in our garage, Fred, to be
Well,
able
that's
to
true.
move.
But somebody would have access to it now and then if they just. I mean, you're right across the street. Come on, come on. Um, so, um, so tell people about what you do. I know right now things are kind of crazy with COVID, but let people know what it is that you do with the school district.
Sure. So I work for San Diego Unified School District. I'm the dance resource teacher for the Visual and Performing Arts Department.
Yay!
Yeah, so I have the world's best job. I
You
really
do.
I do. I get to support teachers. So I support dance teachers.
Oh, I
Um,
love it.
whatever they need, curriculum, they need me to buy them books, or they're having trouble with a certain something. I'm able to, whatever it might be. I,
Whatever it is.
I do my best to help them.
Yes.
I also I develop professional development for those same teachers as well as classroom teachers. So
Oh, wow.
our K through 5 teachers as well. I do a lot of professional development for them as well. And because of COVID, I'm also writing a lot of lessons so that students can enjoy the arts while they're at home. And then something I also do, like there's not enough, right? But there's something I also do is I represent dance in San Diego Unified School District at a county, a state, and national level as well.
I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
yes.
you are a busy woman.
I am, but I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm mentoring for the National Dance Educators Association right now, so I'm really enjoying that. I'm mentoring somebody from
That's
Michigan.
awesome.
I'm learning a lot about dance in Michigan. So I'm enjoying that. I also am on the board for the California Dance Educators Association. I'm on professional development team there, which is right up my alley. I love designing professional development for teachers.
You're
So
exhausting me. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. No.
yeah, it's a
I'm
lot
like,
on the computer.
wow, your list is just incredible. I've never asked you this question, and I really want people to get to know you because I, for one, know how awesome you are, but I want other people to know it too. So, my question is now, you and I both love dance. When did you start dancing?
I was 4 years old. I was 4, so I'm not going to do the math at the moment, but it's been a long.
You don't have to. Okay, I'm just going to be 10, you're 25, and you're fine.
Yeah. I was 4 when I discovered ballet, and I was put into ballet because at the time I had the dancer's body as a young person. I had very long limbs, and then the rest of my body kind of caught up to myself. So I didn't have the Balanchine body for as long as I hoped. Uh, but what I did discover
Well,
is
I
a
have
love.
to tell you, I get kind of upset with what Balanchine did because you and I both, I think, live by a similar philosophy that dance can be for everyone.
Yeah, I think dance is for anyone. It's not
I do
necessarily.
too.
Yeah, it's not.
Anybody that wants to do it should be able to do it. You know,
Yes, and
I
that's my.
agree. I agree. So you started in ballet, and as I recall, you danced in a company, didn't you?
Yes, yes. So I was with Sebastopol Ballet, which is just a small dance studio and company up in Northern California.
Uh-huh.
And so I got to enjoy being part of a company until I was 18. And then I came down to San Diego State and I got my BFA at San Diego State. I was the first graduating class for the Bachelor of Fine Arts there.
Nice. I
Yeah.
didn't know that either.
Yeah.
But you took the smart route. See, I right out of high school, I went I went straight into the performing arts, which is not a bad thing, but it is when you're when you come back and you want to teach, as you know.
Right.
Those of you that don't know this, Candice was very instrumental in me getting to work with the San Diego Unified School District as Mr. D. So I have the Dancing with Mr. D program, and Candice, you've been trying to get me to dance with you for a long time. So maybe in the when things start calming down, maybe that'll change. I don't know. Who knows? I
Yeah.
don't know when that. At this point, I don't even know when that's going to happen. You know, it's all
Either.
in God's hands. I go, okay, Lord, it's yours. I don't know what you're going to do, but anyway,
And
that
that's
that
my job
leads
too, is to
into.
help start dance programs. So I start dance programs in different schools. And right now I'm really working on ballet folklorico, which is not necessarily my discipline.
I love ballet folklorico.
But as we were just talking, dance is for anyone, and that we need to have access points for students no matter where they are and no matter what their background is.
Oh,
And so
absolutely.
I see no reason why ballet folklorico can't be considered an art form and a class that we can offer in school for
Oh,
their.
yeah. Are you kidding me? We
Mhm.
live in Southern California. Thank you very much. I
Yeah,
mean, ballet folklorico is not only culturally sound, but it's what an opportunity, what a door to open to all of our Hispanic
absolutely.
population. I mean,
Meaningful
and can
access.
I tell you, the ladies' outfits are so gorgeous. I just,
Yes.
those full skirts. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did a dance a few years ago, and it was these skirts, and we borrowed the skirts from a ballet folklorico company. Can I tell you, I've never seen so much material in a skirt in my life, because
I
you literally
know that.
they lift it over their head, and it makes
Mhm.
a full circle. I go,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's
When
amazing.
when I was teaching in elementary school, I always did cultural dance for elementary. So that was our first performance in December. We didn't do a holiday show. I don't really like holiday shows. Don't tell anybody. I guess I'm telling everybody right now. I don't really like holiday shows.
You know what? You're entitled to feel what you feel. How about
But
that?
I always did a cultural show because I really think that dance is a vehicle that we can teach more than just tolerance. We can teach compassion for other cultures. And so
Well put. Well
I
put.
I really feel like, it's important for students to discover other cultures and discover a little bit more about themselves. And so I
Oh,
always did a cultural
absolutely.
dance, and I had a skirt made for myself, so that I could never quite. You can't describe what these skirts are like, but you can throw one on a student. And so I had one that was made that could fit me, but it also could fit a fifth grader or a fourth grader. So
So
it
it's
was.
adjustable. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean the art in making it move is just incredible. Look at me. I'm like,
I know.
you know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah. It's just an amazing thing. I love not only what you do for the school district and what you do for the community, but I love that you have such a sincere heart. I have to tell you, and I know how important dance is to me, and I know that I don't know what I would have done without dance as an expression.
Yeah.
I have you ever thought of that? Look at how dance has influenced our lives. And to be able to impart that passion to
Hmm.
kids and allow them, we've talked about this, nonverbal communication.
Yeah,
Kids that
absolutely.
can't talk. I mean, you've experienced that, haven't you? I mean,
Absolutely. There have been times when I was teaching, I had this kid that I just thought, the student that I thought was fabulous, was able to communicate through their body, was really able to embody what I was asking them to at a level that was more advanced than their age. And when we talk
absolutely.
to teachers about it, they go, "Oh, that kid's a nightmare," or, "Oh,
Oh,
I had such a hard time with that child."
I had a student, yeah, I had a student in one class where literally he was in the office, I
Hmm.
think every other day until he got into my class.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. The teachers go, I don't know how you do it. I go,
Yeah.
do what? They go, you seem to have like you're like the I can't remember his name. Let's just give him a name. David Whisperer. It was like you go, how do you do that? And I go, well, first of all, I listen to him and I don't focus on the bad.
Hmm.
Sometimes you know what I'm saying. You
I know
don't
exactly what
reinforce
you
the
mean.
bad.
Believing the
Um,
best of our students. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just amazing.
And it really
Now,
comes to literacy, right? We want students to be literate in the arts, and I want
right.
students to be literate in dance. And we talk about literacy as far as math goes. We know we want students to be able to read, we want them to be
Right.
able to write, but moving is a way of knowing as well. And so I want
Absolutely.
students to be artistically literate. And we lose so many students because they're not necessarily the best mathematicians, or, science is not really their thing, but movement is, or but art is, and we don't give them that chance. And that's what I'm
Exactly.
fighting for. I really think every student should have the opportunity to get to know
Right.
all of the modalities before the age of 12, right? Let's get all of these students
Exactly.
using and making art. Because it is said that that students are creative until they go to school, and we beat it right out of them. And in a way it's true. In a way it's true.
I
We
have never heard that.
Yeah,
That's funny. That's
yeah,
funny. But I understand. It's been a battle enough in the life of schooling and everything else. It's been a battle enough to even get the arts recognized.
yeah.
Um, and it's always the first thing to be cut. It's always the first thing to take a back seat to other things. And yet you and I think we agree on this, the how much kids academics improve when they're
Absolutely.
involved with that. In fact, isn't that the whole premise of the VAPA program, the visual and performing arts program for the school? Isn't
Yeah,
that
so
it?
we have a couple different programs. So we believe that the arts are the answer. Like, I just believe that whatever the question is, the arts are the answer. And
Exactly.
I do think things are going to change. Now that we've gone through this time together as a society where we're all home.
Mm,
And again, it's been said that science is going to get us. Science will get us there, but art will get us through it. It's something along those lines, right? Or I'm sorry,
I
the art.
like that.
I
Yeah.
totally messed that up, but art is going to get us through it.
I
And
got the gist. I get it.
it really has. Art has really gotten us through it. And at least in my school district, they are making a stand that art needs to be at the center of education. And that's what our new strategic plan that's
Good.
writing in the spring is going to really start to look at our new art strategic plan. So like you were saying, we have a couple different programs. We have our arts education project with just arts for art's sake. We give teachers release
Neat.
time, and the kids get to do arts, the students get to do arts. And then we have other programs where we do arts integration. So
Oh.
we take, say, dance and science, and we figure out, well, how could we teach these science concepts through dance, and how can we teach dance concepts through science? And so it's a marriage. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily one is better than the other, although we tend to test that content area other than the
Right.
art more.
Right. Right.
Um, but you and I know that the arts are a way of knowing, and until they get the arts on the SAT, we are not testing our students' knowledge at all.
Well, that's absolutely true. And I know for personally that I only memorize through songs.
Mm,
I was never, even in scripting, like in scripts, I always think of it through the
the
terms
lyrics.
of music.
Yeah.
It's like, you remember Schoolhouse Rock, right? We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice. Yeah. So it goes on, and you literally, I know the preamble of the Constitution simply because of that song. And you're like, and you know what I mean? I don't think I would have known it, or like, I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only, anyway. But you learn the whole concepts and conjunctions, whatever. I did a whole children's show based around Schoolhouse Rock, which was really fun. But yeah, tell me a day in the life of Candice Narlock working for the school district during COVID-19.
Ooh. Well, actually,
Loaded
for
question, huh?
it, because it's funny. I'm going to talk mostly about my family, and how I've realized how important my relationship is with my children and my dog and my husband. And so I wake up in the morning, and I try not to schedule things before 9 o'clock, because that's when they start school.
Oh yeah.
And so the mornings are us. We all work out together. We take the dog for a walk. We have breakfast. And so for me, that's my happiest, most important time of the day, is that morning time. And then I go ahead and talk about Zoom meetings. Um, It was hard to get me on Zoom because I've already had Zoom meetings, not today necessarily since we're on break, but the amount of Zoom that I do is unbelievable. So it could be that I'm zooming, if that's a new verb, I think.
Zooming, yes, yes,
Zooming,
zooming.
department meetings, interdepartment meetings. We do that a lot. We're literally trying to solve the world's problems, world education problems in our district through the arts. And so that's what I do. And then I'm writing a lot of curriculum. We have a lot of partnerships with like our STEAM, our science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics department. We right now I'm writing lessons for the history social science department.
You're awesome. You are
You're
awesome. You are awesome.
oh,
You know,
sorry.
one of these days you're going to have to show me some of your curriculum because I am
I would
just in
love to.
awe of what
I
you're
would love
trying to
to.
do.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
love to. I really enjoy it. And then I try to stop working 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, because dinner. And then
good.
my kids and I, we have a record player. We have my parents' old vinyl collection, and one kid gets to choose the records, and the other two have to help me cook. And so they're learning how to cook, and they're all learning how to do dishes, and we're all learning
Good,
how to
good.
use
Now,
the
do you rotate? Do you
yes,
rotate?
we
Okay,
rotate our
good,
yeah.
good. Who does the
And then
dishes? Who has to do the dishes?
it's just that if you're the person that chose the record, then you're the person doing the dishes. Like if you, yeah,
Okay, that's what I was hoping you were going to say. Oh, well, now that explains why I can't get you over here to dance now and then.
yeah, because
Because
it's
you're
all
so
about my kids.
busy. You're so busy. Oh my gosh.
I
Um,
recognize with my kids, it's they're on Zoom half the amount of time I am, but even those 4 hours, that's a long time for someone, and they're preteens, right? So that's a long time for even them to be on Zoom.
exactly. It is crazy. Now, and they've been proven that emotionally how kids are being affected through this whole thing, it's pretty astronomical. And we don't, I don't think we'll truly understand the ramifications of what we've been through until the future. I really don't. It's
Yeah.
just hard, with the schools having to be closed down. It's just insane. Now, are they in a well, it probably is from school to school, but
It's
they were doing a hybrid, weren't they?
no, not San Diego Unified.
Oh,
So
okay.
my kids are San Diego Unified. My oldest is at Grossmont Union District. So they're a little different. They're doing a hybrid-ish model. But
Oh,
we
I
chose to
like the ish. I
yeah,
like the ish.
we keep Peyton home, and we're so glad we have, because they've had like 3 or 4 COVID cases that they've had to.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Um,
Well, and we're still, people, I don't even want to get into the differences of opinion regarding COVID, but the reality, it's not over. And even with the vaccine coming out, it's not over. And I lean towards the rulings of the CDC because they do this for a living. Thank you very much. But anyway, yeah. Well, my goodness, I can't imagine all the challenges that you face, and how how do you stay up and positive? I mean, it's been over 9 months now. Can you believe that? It's been almost
I
9.5 months.
yes, Fred, yes, I can.
Well, I can too. I truly can. I had to close my studio down. So yeah. Of course, the people that listen to my interviews are probably tired of me saying that. But but yeah. Candice, thank you so much for this interview. I mean, I'm so glad we finally got to do it.
Me
You know,
too. Me too.
the audience doesn't know that we tried this once before and the audio didn't work. So, but
I
anyway,
keep
but
I keep said that more eloquently before, so I'm just going to give a blanket statement. Everybody, I was so much more eloquent the first time. Oh well, life goes on.
Well, I love the conversation aspect, and I just you're a delight. And in the future, I'm sure there'll be something that we'll do together because we both have a heart for kids and they need to be reached. So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our this episode of Fred Talk in the Spotlight. Again, my name is Fred DeBerg, and I just ask you, I beg of you, Please keep the arts alive in San Diego. God bless you guys. Have a great day.